were just sort of walking around one day, kind of, hitting ideas off of each other, and I think was I the one who said it?
Yeah, you said it, and then I was just like, I don't fully hate that.
Yeah, and then we kind of never changed it because we had a gig in like a week after. So we need to come up with a better story for that. One could say that it's Red River because we both have family in Oklahoma but reside in Texas.
Or Red River Street.
Or Red River Street because we're in Austin. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really mean anything. We need a better story for that.
This goes to freezing Mark Zuckerberg at 40 degrees Celsius. This goes to Walt Disney being frozen in a freezer for a very long time. The song is about soccer footy.
I was in gym class, and someone had I don't know, people would put these spicy pineapple lollipops in their mouths, right? And they'd spit the stuff on the ground, and it'd make the gym smell really bad. And for whatever reason, that just kind of provoked the idea of the name. And then when we were coming up with band names, I said Fascist Peach Cobbler. So it was sparked off by a smell that was just really, really bad.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I feel like I had some vague memory of him telling me that, but it wasn't fresh in my mind.
To describe the smell,
That is completely new.
to describe the smell, it smelled kind of like.
You wanted to be green or something?
I wanted to be green, but it was taken.
It was taken. We didn't want to deal with any legal issues if we ever go anywhere. So we added up red.
It's unflashy.
Unflashy.
It's just red and green, two very mellow
I
words.
feel like anybody would be like, that's an okay name. It's not great.
Maybe the order, because people always think it's green bread.
But that's it's like Spanish. You put the adjective after the noun. So
Bread, comma, green.
yeah.
This one's called Shining.
So, it formed in late August, early September of 2021.
Yeah, I mean, King and I, we've been friends since middle school, and there's a picture of us jamming in 6th or 7th grade, and I didn't know how to play guitar, and I kind of knew how to sing, so kind of complicated things. And then COVID happened, and we kind of got back in touch with each other, and we bonded over early Black Keys, White Stripes, two-piece blues rock stuff.
Yeah, and then we were just like, well, we don't know a third person. We want to jam some Black Keys songs in garage.
And King's family does a Halloween party every year, so that was our first gig, we played that, and that's why when we were coming up with the name, we were kind of rushed.
Yeah, we only had a month.
So I ripped off the name Black Rebel Motorcycle Club and decided to go with Red River Trucking Company.
What's up?
I'm taking off.
Okay.
Make sure Sawyer's in the house when you leave.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
My dad.
Make sure to keep that in.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What was the question?
How did band form?
Liam and I.
Oh.
Let's play music.
Yeah.
And I was like, Ben, can you play guitar? And Ben was like, yes. And he could not play guitar. So we taught him how to play guitar.
And then now I can't play guitar. Shocker. No.
I joined a year.
It's 6 months.
Layden joined a year.
A year.
Yeah, because you joined in
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
We had already
you
played
joined
shows
about a year ago.
and
Yeah. We had already played shows and stuff, and then but we were like, wow, we really suck. We need another guitar player, and Layden just so happened to be playing harmonica for us at the time, and we learned that
honorary harmonica.
She could play guitar, and we're like, oh, let's have her play guitar for us, and then we taught her how to play electric guitar.
You didn't teach me. I figured it out on my own.
Last year,
January.
No, it was later. It was like March.
What?
Yeah.
2021. Well, it was in the middle of COVID, and I don't know.
I think April, maybe even.
No.
Yeah.
'Cause the
well,
album
it
was
like,
done in May.
We kind of like we merged, like we had rumblings of some ideas.
Yeah, we were gonna make End of Days.
Oh yeah. Or no, and then.
Well, no, it wasn't End of Days. It was that other thing. Digital Jaster and the
No,
ISIS.
it was.
Should we look at the?
No, I can remember. It was Dr. Romulan and
Dr.
Clarence.
Romulan and
We got a
Clarence.
concept album idea with like a ghost and a lizard. Or
We just
something.
wanted to make a movie, but we didn't realize it.
Yeah, we scrapped that, and then we didn't really have a name.
We annexed it. We annexed
annexed
part
it.
of it and made that the first album. Because we liked the mouth, but that
Yeah.
was part of something else, and then we put it into the thing.
Yeah.
So the answer to your question is the start of 2021 during COVID.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even meet up for like most of that. I don't even think we met up once for that album.
No, we did.
We did?
Yeah, because we had to finish stuff. Yeah, we're doing mostly online stuff until later.
And that never really changed.
No, yeah, we do a lot of stuff online.
We don't really.
Yeah.
Actually, the show right before you had joined was our worst show.
Yeah, it was really, really bad.
It's my fault.
Everything went wrong.
I don't think it was just your fault. I think all
No,
three
y'all
of
just
us,
suck.
we were just, she was there.
I was like, this is what I'm gonna join?
It was awful.
It was feedback the entire show.
Yeah,
I
Liam
don't
never
even like
turned the
thinking
volume
about
down on his bass, so it was just squealing in between every song. Then fell while playing.
Oh no.
Fell on the ground.
It used to be iPhone GarageBand.
It still is, basically.
Well, but then we used that to do demos still, and then now I got some okay-ish.
I use GarageBand constantly for everything.
Our most recent album we recorded mostly at my house using
What's it called?
our most recent.
Waveform.
Well, yeah, the software Waveform, and we used like a Focusrite with a condenser mic.
Yeah, we upgraded. We're fancy now.
A little bit fancy. Still bedroom though.
My favorite,
I'm gonna say Tottenham.
Tottenhouse was really fun. We played another one recently without Aladdin, and that was really fun. Not because she wasn't there, just because it was like a really good show.
I think the first one was better though.
Yeah?
What makes it a good place is just like the people, because
Yeah.
people like actually want to be there and they're there for the music.
They're
So
not there
the-
for like an Instagram picture.
Yeah, so they'll
Yeah.
actually like get into it and
It's
enjoy it.
really cool because all of those people, all of they do in their entire life is go to shows in weird crack houses.
There's a weird one. Ragnar's on the compound. We played to a
that was so weird. We played on this big like
It was like-
outdoor stage. It looked. I mean, the capacity of the venue was probably upwards of like 5,000.
You could have
Yeah,
held
it's
like
big.
Lollapalooza type.
Yeah, and there were like 40 people there at most.
Yeah.
Like it was big production.
I like Carousel, even though like
Carousel's really good.
Carousel, it has like a certain like characteristic towards it.
There's a vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's like the old Hank Williams paintings and the carnival themed
Yeah, the pink elephant.
The
that I
giant
slammed my head into.
pink elephant behind the stage. Yeah.
I liked Pertinalis.
I love
I
Pernalis.
just like it because it's like I like outside venues
Yeah, it's
more than
just
I
that,
do
like,
inside.
Yeah, and I played Pernalis twice, or 2 times solo, and I was like, damn, we gotta come with the band, and we got booked for like a little New Year's festival, and it was the big stage, and it's
Yeah, it's
just
super big.
it feels really cool when you're up there.
Yeah, we should go back again.
We should go back. Yeah.
Max, your has born Inspiration.
Peter likes Leonard Skinner.
I dabble with Skinner.
Tell him about Leonard Skinner. Tell him how much you love Leonard Skinner.
There's some good songs. I'm not a huge Skinner fan.
Okay, Gate Creeper. I really like Gate Creeper. Really like Power Trip. I like the Bad Brains. I like Gulch. I like Dystopia. Yeah.
He's what do they call their fans? Are you
I don't know.
You're a skinhead. He's a skinhead. A Lynn skinhead.
We're both big Ween fans. That was probably what started it.
I hate Leonard Skinner, by the way.
I like Black Breath.
Black.
Yeah.
The Beatles, probably.
Sure. Well, everybody likes the Beatles. It doesn't.
That doesn't count.
But Ween, we're both real into Ween.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. He's not a King Gizzard.
They're okay.
Hank Williams.
Hank Williams is great.
Hank Williams.
We don't have a lot of interests, so we were like thinking about, or we don't have a lot of shared musical interests. We like a lot of different stuff.
I'm a big jazz fan.
I like jazz.
Pretty much all of those bands. That's what it's that. And then,
Devastation, Leeway, Killing Time.
I don't know about Killing Time for me.
I got that Miles Davis song off you that was awesome. It never entered my mind. That song is awesome.
So, as you guys know, I'm a big Grateful Dead guy, but I take a lot of my influences from like jam bands, like Fish. Like I really like Goose, Billy Strings. So I feel like I add like a jammy side.
We all love strings.
Jammy side to the band.
I listen to a lot of like surface level everything. I would say. I'm not huge into too many genres,
Like
but
listen to Kendrick.
I dabble.
I've been getting really into like jazz standards.
Jazz
Not
standards.
jazz, like Sinatra standards, not like jazz like you like.
Okay.
I like a lot of like the 80s, like hardcore stuff.
I think about like recently. I've thought about like stuff like Trap That Black
Oh
Breath.
yeah. Or like nails.
Yeah.
Nails.
Wait, if you asked us like a year or two ago, then we would say
We would have said Exodus.
Yeah.
Primus and
Exodus.
Herbie Hancock would have
Exodus.
been what I would have said.
Exodus, Primus, and Guar, and like Ween were the big ones. For
Yeah.
I drew a picture of Dave Brocky. I sent it to you guys, and you guys said nothing.
I guess I guess you could say Ween maybe, but they're not really a metal band in
Ween,
any
like
sense.
lyric-wise. maybe.
Lyric-wise, totally, yeah. We do the whole like motif thing that they do.
I was raised on a lot of like AC/DC and Metallica and Motorhead and early and like heavy metal, and then as I grew, I've been getting into like more psychedelic rock with like weird time signatures and lots of tripped out delays. Yeah, bands like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard and the OCs and
Schmarmy.
Les
fuck that guy.
Elgart, Bentley Goodman. I like big band people.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of that when I was I don't know, like 5 or 6, and then I think that's when I was first introduced to me. I was like, and that really got me into like rhythm and stuff like that. Just the drums in them are very pronounced, the brass section, everything about it, and it made me want to like create something grand like that. And then I never did that. No, I never got to do that. So.
Yeah, we're not that grand.
I'm a big like folk music from around the world. I draw a lot of influence from. I got way into Estonian folk music at one point.
Cool.
Yeah.
My dad was like a punker in like the 90s in Houston, and so he showed me all of the music that he listened to when he was a little kid, or I guess not a little kid, just a kid like in the 90s in Houston, and so that's a lot of what I listen to. Is like the Cows and Skate Nigs and bands like that. You know?
Well, my dad's a soul singer, so I was kind of raised like really early on with the combination of like classic soul, old school blues, and old school country. So it'd be like anywhere from Sam Cooke and like Son House, and then also like Merle Haggard and Marty Robbins are like the stuff that I remember listening to when I was young.
My favorite band is Unauthorized.
My favorite band.
Oh yeah, BH22. That's what we really need to be talking about is BH22.
I want my BH22
It's
shirt.
no longer about us.
Like it's signed by him too. Look.
Kip Stewart.
Kip Stewart, that is.
So I guess we each kind of occupy a different space as a band, which is probably what makes us interesting, because Cash makes us all jammy, King gets us pretty heavy, but then
King gets us like jammy too.
Yeah. And I also love a lot of like singer-songwriters, people like Jason Isbell and Tyler Childers and
It's
Zach
also-
Bryan. So I focus a lot on the lyrical content. So when I write the songs, we all kind of bring our own element into it.
It's also like Cash's jammy feels more kind of like a fun party outright jammy, and my jammy is like I'm thinking about space and shit.
Yeah.
Trying to create that sort of feeling. So it's like different aspects of jammy, but still jammy in our own sense.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, for one night only, every night of the week, for the rest of your lives, it's Brock the Rock Hammond!
I think all of us do, except Elaine. I don't think Elaine is
I don't want to be a part of that.
It's really, recently it's just been me and Ronnie on a Discord call, and then like about halfway through, Liam joins and like contributes a few lyrics.
Yeah.
They don't really matter though.
No.
Because you can't understand them.
Yeah,
They're
it's
kind of
and
just
then-
I think we write lyrics more like in a rhythmic sense.
It's
than we
filling
do.
rhythmic space.
Yeah.
I look at the lyrics right now and I'm like, what the
Yeah.
This is what you're saying?
It's similar to like, and I realized this like listening to a lot of death metal. Like I'll go pull up the lyrics and I'm like, damn, this sounds nothing like what they're saying.
A lot of the times for them, it's almost like, are they just writing the lyrics after they figured out all the rhythms and stuff?
Yeah.
Which is...
It doesn't really matter. I think it's best if nobody knows what we're saying.
It really depends on the song. I mean, usually I'll come in with like a husk of a song, and then we go into King's Garage and we all jam in and change certain things or cut parts or, But a lot of the times King will have a drum beat, and I'll just kind of write a riff based off what I remember the drum beat sounding like, and it won't be anything like what he actually played. So I'll come in with like, another thing is like we talked about all liking different genres. So I'll come in with something that in theory shouldn't work for us, but we'll jam it and we'll be like, oh hell yeah, this is great.
We'll turn it into our own thing.
This is what happened last rehearsal.
Yeah, we just fleshed out a new song.
Yeah,
That
doesn't sound like us at all.
And also we sometimes it'll literally be as simple as me and Joaquin being like, we're gonna grab the Explorer that's in C# and do a doom metal jam for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then it's like,
And then
there was stuff that we can take from that.
Right. I mean, we used to do this jam, like when we first started, that was like a 20-minute blues in E Hendrix ripoff, and we called it Martian Princess Meets the Space Slug. And then like it was totally instrumental, and it really wasn't mapped out at all other than the opening riff.
Yeah.
And then we kind of went, and in time, because it's been like 2 years since we've done that in the way it was originally performed, and now it's a completely different thing, and we've got lyrics for it, and it's a different song. So we really,
it's definitely grown.
some stuff we'll write like that, and other stuff we really just flesh out over time and playing gigs and rehearsing.
Yeah.
We don't even...
One of us writes a song and then the other one complains about it.
We don't write together really at all.
We write a couple songs.
We've
together.
tried a few times, or sometimes one of us will write something and we don't want to finish it, so the other one finishes it, and it'll be like that. Mostly me. Like I'll write the first verse and a chorus or something, and then Peter will just. And then,
I finished a couple songs up in the last minute.
Yeah, that happened a few times on the last record.
Yeah.
We tried to collaborate a few times, but I think because we formed when we couldn't meet up, we got into a rhythm where we were both just sort of kind of working in our own little workshops, and then just came to the table with here's what we've got, and then we just sort of help each other finish our own project. So it's kind of like we're two bands under the helm of one.
We're quality control for each
Yeah,
other,
exactly.
basically. Yeah.
I like
Martian Princess.
Martian's
That's
fun.
probably my favorite one.
Really? Like the new Martian or the old Martian?
I like the new one. That one's my favorite.
Yeah.
I like.
We don't do it live yet, though.
Yeah, I like going down because I just get to pretend that I'm in Motorhead for 4 minutes.
Yeah, that was funny because when I first came up with that riff, I was like listening to a lot of Hill Country Blues guys like R.L. Burnside and Junior Kimbrough and Hound Dog Taylor and all that. And I was like, I need like a song on slide that's kind of like raw punk blues. And I go to King and we're jamming it, and we're like, yeah, it just doesn't feel right.
I don't.
And he comes at it with a double kick.
No. What happened was you hadn't even played the song. You just said I have a slide song in B, and I was just sitting there
D.
working on in D. And I was just sitting there like working on double kick, just going tuk-a-taka, and then you're like, wait.
Yeah.
Do that again.
So now we
And
have
then-
like a metal drum beat
Yeah.
with it, and then a bluesy guitar part, and repetitive blues vocals.
Hell yeah.
Thus is the Red River Way.
You're nasty, you're crazy, you smoke yourself so numb that you're always hazy.
I was just gonna say like our own songs.
Yeah, favorite song.
What's your favorite song I wrote? What's my favorite song you wrote? Or sorry, I don't mean to.
I would say your favorite one that you wrote. We called it Bog Song, right? You changed the name on me at the last minute.
Oh yeah, I changed the name.
Or maybe Your Tape Is the Way. That's a classic.
I like both escapes are really cool. And unscrupulous fellow. I really like escape.
Yeah. Oh, and the original The Mouth, that was... I still like that one. It's a little janky, rough around the edges, but
I like
still
the jank.
still has character. I mean,
There's value to jank.
yeah.
You're wrong, you're vile. I hope you don't come near me for a good long while. You stupid, you know that you're not protected much if you wear a hard hat. Maybe someone listen, but I won't ever fall the lies you speak. The devil beats his wife, but even he don't beat her quite as hard as you.
Playing live for us here on Discover Texas. If you just tuned in, it's Red River Trucking Company, and they got the jammy jams for you, I promise.
Yes, sir. This one's called Going Down to Texas. I wrote this one because I was listening to a lot of R.L. Burnside and a lot of the Hill Country Blues guys. So shout out to them, Junior Kimbrough, Hound Dog Taylor. We're still listening to you. Here we go. Going down to Texas, going down slow, going down to Texas where the grass does grow. Yeah, I'm going down to Texas, going down slow, going down to Texas where the grass does grow.
King's probably the longest.
Playing drums the longest?
No, I mean just playing.
Oh, music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, drums is not my first instrument. My first instrument is guitar, which I started when I was 3
Damn.
because I fell in love with.
Of course, it's a Prius.
Yeah. But because I fell in love with like AC/DC and stuff. But I remember I had a family friend who had a drum kit in his house, and like I was over there somewhat regularly. And I would just like tinker around on that.
Tinker.
Yeah, I mean I wasn't like fully playing. I was just mess around on that. And then in like middle school, I got more serious about drumming, and I joined band and took lessons. And then I met him.
Well, the Mississippi women were all made of stone. Gave me a blindfold and I could not see. And the Tennessee women were all made of stone. Gave me a blindfold, so I'm going back home.
Yeah, and we first bonded over like Nirvana, and I feel like I've kind of outgrown that a little bit, but it's still like a part of what we were kind of founded on, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And I did not know how to play at all. That's why we were playing Nirvana songs, because I knew like a couple chords, kind of, and I could sort of sing, and we're like, all right, we'll just jam. And
Yeah.
that's what the photos are of, and it's like I'm in like a Nirvana shirt or something.
Yeah, and a lot of my learning to drum was just throwing on a Nirvana album in my headphones and seeing if I could figure it out.
Yeah, and then
And,
it really, my guitar stuff only started getting good enough to play in this band once I went back and listened to the old blues guys. As soon as I heard Robert Johnson, that is like the point of origin for what I would consider my guitar playing style, and it just kind of went from there because I'm a big blues nerd. And I picked up stuff along the way from different genres, whether it's metal or country or whatever. And we kind of gelled them together with our ability. And I'm still probably not the best guitar player in the band. I think King is the best guitar player in the band.
Yeah. That's just because I went through like an 80s thrash metal phase of having learned Dave Mustaine and Kirk Hammett solos.
Yeah, you can get intricate with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in just a little. There we go.
I've been playing for like 5 years, maybe, like 6th or 7th grade. I started off in School of Rock. That was good times.
Yeah.
And then I think that's how I met King, right? Through School of Rock.
No, I don't think
We like bonded over School of Rock.
Yeah, we bonded over School of Rock, but I think we met in like 7th grade history.
Yeah. I didn't know much bass before like I did School of Rock, and then yeah, I guess that's where it started. And
Yeah.
my uncle, he was like a bass player in like the 90s. He played like Steamboat.
He was in the Ian Moore band.
Yeah, all those places, and like I would like pick up his basses like when I was a little
Right.
little
And
kid.
School of Rock seems to be a way for a lot of musicians to just learn really quickly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I cut my teeth at School of Rock.
Yeah.
That's how, like completely how I learned how to improvise in solo. was
Improvising and just getting used to
doing that
playing
stuff.
in front of other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm playing guitar for like 6 years, but I kind of got good at it like 2 years ago. So.
Oh, what? Oh, hey,
How long have you been playing bass?
I've been playing bass for around 3 years. And, yeah, I started with Dave Ray. He was my master.
Forgot about that.
And I became an apprentice bassist. He showed me the ways of Stanley Clark and a couple other funk guys. And I adopted the slap bass technique of bass playing. And then that quickly dissipated when I found out that I really could not keep up just going this or double. It's not, well, maybe it is, but I like, I play a lot of finger style. Like that. This is slapping, like,
Should we get the stuff now?
Cash, do you have water in your car?
Well, I've been playing classicals for 9 years, and then started learning electric when I joined, which was about a year ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could go into technique, but I don't care. So.
oh, I forgot to mention I'm building a bass too. It's not turning out good.
I've been playing drums since I was like 6 months old. I think I got a drum set.
6 months?
Yeah.
Well, 6 months old Ronnie was about this long.
As soon as I could hold drumsticks, I was playing drums. I think I got a drum set when I was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I was playing, and before that I was playing on my on Doug's drum set, my dad's drummer's drum set. But yeah, I got a drum set when I was like 2. And then I started really trying to like actually get better at drums when I was maybe 12. Like I kind of just played until then, but then when I was 12, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna practice and like get good at this. So like, I mean, forever, as long as I can remember. And guitar since like 3rd grade.
Yeah, facts.
I don't know, what do we want to talk about? Your tone or something?
Do you have any other questions?
So, I mean, I played this amp and it's pink. I'm sitting on it right now.
Oh,
right
wait.
here. we're gonna censor this out, and we're just gonna read "Eat fruit and be happy." And it's an orange amp, but as you might have noticed, it's pink, and so that actually changes how it sounds a significant amount, and it makes me the best guitar player on planet Earth, as such, and only when I'm plugged in.
All right, so this is a reissue of a 1960p bass. So they use the same like components, but it's just like
They made it the same way.
yeah, they made it the same way, just in 2022.
Right, it's brand new.
Yeah.
And he bought it like, what? a few months
I
ago?
got it for Christmas.
Yeah, so you played one show with it so far.
Yeah, but
it's gonna get some mileage.
yeah.
This is just my first guitar. It's a Black Made in Mexico Strat, and I kind of took it off the pole for a little bit, and I was playing my yellow Epiphone Wildcat because I like the sound of a semi-hollow. But I'm kind of just reverting back to the Strat sound again because it sounds good through a cranked orange. This is my aunt's guitar Strat from the 60s. She was in San Francisco in the 60s, so she hung around with people.
Here I got my my wood board. I got my favorite comedian on the bottom,
Who's your favorite comedian?
George Carlin, and I've got my 2 pedals. Well, actually a preamp and 1 pedal. I do have a distortion pedal. It's in my bag. I carry everything in a bowling bag outside, so. And I'll go get my head.
Yeah. I can tell you on my drums. This is the drum set that I got when I think I was 8 years old when I got this drum set off Craigslist for $350. Well, my dad got it off Craigslist for $350. I've never had another drum set.
That kick drum has given us a lot of grief.
Yeah, the old Ludwig drums kind of the hardware on them is really shoddy, but they sound good.
Yeah.
This is an SVT3 Pro. This is the exact amp head that Les Claypool used, and this is why I got it. It's got this graphic EQ. It's got a whole bunch of other stuff on there.
A couple Christmases ago, I got a cherry red Gibson Explorer that I started to put in C# because I wanted to play Infest the Rat's Nest on it. And then Joaquin just started kind of picking it up. And and then now it's become like a regularly used Red River Trucking Company instrument.
It's like a songwriting guitar for us.
Yeah.
Because we're working on a lot of stuff that we haven't played live yet that's in C#, and we're like, that's the guitar to do it on because it's an Explorer, I guess. Yeah, and it's metal, but we'll play like really just down-tuned blues on it, which is just metal.
That's a blues riff. She's down to.
I mean, everything Sabbath did was blues, just like muddy and down-tuned.
Yeah.
And slow. Well, we've learned one thing today, and it's that metal is just blues, but fast.
Is that a Mr. Weideman reference?
It is a Mr. Weideman reference.
But yeah,
This
pretty
is
nice.
This is my 1994 Squire Stratocaster. It's a Bullet series. it's got a
$95 brand new.
It's got a Seymour Duncan Hot Rails pickup in there that I put in there, and I got this thing for about $50 on Craigslist, and I stuck it in this guy, and then here's the secret to my sound, is this picture right here. Oh, this picture right here. This gives me all the power that I need to keep going.
This is my staff. So I kind of took it upon myself over quarantine because I didn't really have anyone to play with, and I was just getting good at the instruments that I wanted to be good at, to kind of take my musical landscape a different way. And this was before Red River, and I put out a song called Purgatory on streaming services. And it was recorded awfully and sounded terrible, but it's now our song, and we're re-recording it as a band. And
What was the B-side?
the B-side was called Ballad of an Outlaw Fugitive, which was definitely removed a long time ago. But yeah, I do, I'm actually working, just finishing up a solo acoustic kind of red dirt country EP, so that should be done soon. And I have played a few shows solo, and I've been doing that for the past few months. Just me and an acoustic guitar, and a cowboy hat, which is fun. Yeah. But a lot of the early Joaquin Frazier solo songs have become Red River staples.
Yeah. I feel like Purgatory is like...
Purgatory's our
what we're
song,
known
yeah, that's
for.
like the song people know because people had heard me do it.
We can talk about how sexy Aladdin's guitar is.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
no, I was about to say that.
I don't have it with me, but
It's
no,
blue. It's a
It's
Telecaster.
a telly. It's baby blue. It's got a tortoise shell pickguard, and I put humbuckers in it, and it's
It's the entire sex appeal of the band. Is Aladdin's guitar.
yeah.
None of us. We're
No,
I got,
it's
like,
that
we
guitar.
we can't do it.
I got a YouTuber bass.
When we get up on
you
stage,
do have a YouTuber band.
when we get up on stage and people whistle, it's not
It's-
because
it's-
of like I'm taking my
It's
shirt
just
off
like,
or anything
damn,
like
what's
that.
the
It's
guitar?
the guitar, man.
I do get quite a bit of compliments.
Yeah,
on
no,
it
it's nice looking.
because it's
And it's got those flat wound strings
And
on it.
it
It's
sounds
weird.
good too.
Yeah,
when
it does.
plays.
It's like if I had to describe how it sounds in a word, I would call it grinky. But like that's good. It's,
No,
it's
I
gronky.
think it's more drumpy.
It's gronky and drumpy at the same time, you know. And it's kind of like
It's sultry sounding.
yeah.
It kind of sounds like. Well, I'm trying to think of something more universal than black licorice.
You man.
None of you like black licorice.
to me it's just like it's got twang. It's really twangy.
That guitar gives like you know that
I would
guitar is
marry that guitar.
I would
I've fallen in love with that guitar more than once, more than I'm proud to admit.
Is that the pick you like tried to swallow the other day? Nice. Oh yeah, we were sitting in class messing around on Mr. Whitehaven's guitar, and I think Finn Miller from Daydreamer was like, "Hey King," because he had it in his mouth like that, because I do that too. All right, I just lost my pick, and Finn was like, "You should like," jokingly, he was like, "You should swallow it," and King's like, "All right," so he actually tried to swallow the pick, and then he
Didn't
spit
go
it
down.
out on my clothes.
That sounds like a King thing.
I found it.
And and it's kind of a problem at this point, and I should really like be going to counseling for it.
One time, Elaine left it here
Oh,
for
no.
like 3 days,
Yeah,
and I did nothing but play her guitar.
Yeah, this guitar was my.
See, that is like, what even is that?
This is a.
Don't even, it's.
Yeah, no, I know. This thing is hodgepodge. It's not really. It's holding on and it's doing a surprisingly good job, but it's not like anything special. It was my mom's technically. She got it for her birthday in 1993, or 4, I guess. And then my grandpa stole it from her, and put it in a storage unit for 20 years, and then I got it recently. So it's here.
All right. You. Everybody get in here. Come on. Last time I did a flip.
It's the sludge, it's the slime, it's the filth, it's sublime, it's a crime when you're bludgeon the knife in your eye, and you're cold and you're wet, and you're trying to cry, and your life's on the line when you look to the sky, and above all the rain, and above all the ice, you can see the old eyes of the man in disguise, and he's guiding the knives of the people that hide, and he's trying to find a way out of this life, but he can't, so he throws out his back at the ghost, and he lets out the ghosts that are locked in his skull, and that's me, and that's you, and all the people that cry, and all the people that lie, and all the people who die. Don't you know that even though it's me versus you, we're fighting underneath the other shoe, and even though we got some wasters to blame, the sludge is always creeping our way. To begin making good with the mayor in a chair, and he's mean and you're not, and you try not to swear or he'll shoot you a glare when you walk over there, and right down the highway that's right next to the fair you can find the old lair of the man with an air, and he tries not to stare at your beautiful hair, and he tries not to wear clothes that make him look bare, but he can't, so he's wearing his raggedy jeans. You can see how they split right beside the old seams, but that's life, it ain't fair, it don't make no damn sense, and there ain't no defense, and you'll die of suspense. Don't you know that even though it's me versus you, we're fighting underneath the other shoe, and even though we got some wasters to blame, the sludge is always creeping our way.